There's been huge drama in the Mini Transat Eurochef, as 82 of the 90 boats in the race have headed to port and stopped racing, as a big weather system rolls over the main race area. And now just in. George's Kick, who was one of the 3 boats still racing, has run aground at the entry of the port of Ribabejo. The details of this are few, and we will have more when they are released. Meantime, is Melwin Fink on track for the heist of the century? Alerted to the issuing of a severe weather warning affecting the areas of North Finisterre and South Finisterre, virtually all the competitors in the 23rd Mini Transat Eurochef have taken the decision to take shelter. This Saturday, besides the 4 leaders in the prototype category, who are continuing to drop down towards the Canaries at high speed, solely Briton Piers Copham, boat 719, Voiles des Anges, Frenchman George's Kick, boat 529, Black Mamba, and German Melwin Fink, boat 920, Singfalcom, have made the decision to stay out on the racetrack. For the latter skipper, the gamble might well pay off, in spectacular fashion. The reason for this is that, although the youngster will have to deal with some bracing conditions tonight, once he comes out the other side, he may well have a lead of around 30 hours over the rest of the competitors in the production boat category, in this first leg. The conditions forecast for tonight in the Bay of Biscay, and then offshore of Cape Finisterre, are shaping up to be particularly meaty, with up to 50 knots in the gusts on heavy seas. Virtually the whole of the Mini Transat Eurochef fleet has decided to err on the side of caution and good seamanship and seek shelter. In this way, some 82 skippers in all have headed into a series of different ports in Galicia and Portugal, Bayona, Muxia, Portocin, Camarinas, Viana do Castelo and La Coruna. All of them are hoping to set sail again as soon as they can tomorrow morning, once the cold front has rolled through. And they won't be able to hang around either, as they'll quickly get scooped up by a northwesterly breeze of 20 to 25 knots, which is forecast to back round to the west, and then southwest over the course of Monday. At that point, they'll have the wind on the nose, and will have to put in a series of tacks, which obviously won't make their progress towards the Spanish archipelago very quick. Meantime, the 3 mini sailors who have decided to continue racing may well be able to rack up some precious miles for the next stage of the race, especially Melwin Fink. Indeed, the young German, aged just 19, could well pull off a veritable heist, in terms of positioning on the leaderboard. Having passed Cape Finisterre as 17th production boat at midday yesterday, the skipper of Singfalcom might well have amassed a lead of nearly 150 miles over his fellow rivals in 24 hours' time. However, to do so, he'll have to succeed in preserving his gear as best he can as the front rolls over the top of him. The latter will be less violent over the race zone he'll be navigating, between Vigo and Porto, whilst further north the wind is set to gust to 50 knots with 4.5-meter waves. That said, it is still likely to be a boisterous night with gusts of up to 40 knots forecast, between 1700 hours this evening, and 0100 hours on Sunday morning, as the wind shifts around between the southwest and the northwest. Further towards the front of the pack, at the latitude of Gibraltar, the top 4 prototypes in the fleet are continuing their descent downwind. Still propelled along by a fairly shifty northeasterly breeze of around 15 knots, they are naturally focused on trimming and steering their steeds. Leading the way, Pierre Leroy, boat 1019, Teamwork, has seen his lead shrink considerably over the past 12 hours. In fact, he has gone from a cushion of over 45 miles ahead of his 3 closest rivals yesterday afternoon, to a lead of just 8 miles over Tanguy Burolek, boat 969, Tolek MP Pogo. Positioned around 30 miles or so further east, the latter is coming back strong, and getting the very best out of his foiling Pogo. Behind him, Fabio Mussolini, boat 945, Tartine Sandsburg, remains in ambush 37 miles back, but Irina Grisheva, boat 800, Path, has now dropped off the pace a little due to having an older and above all, less powerful boat than those of her rivals. They are likely to finish the leg on Monday morning in La Palma, and the good news is that the trade wind will continue to accompany them pretty much all the way to the line.